Hello students, welcome back once again. This is your English teacher Himanshi ma'am, and today we are going to wrap up and finish the revision for chapter number 2 on our course in our course books for class 8. The title of our story is A Lesson That Lasted a Lifetime. Let's quickly revise everything that we have been discussing related to this story. We have discussed that this story is written by Florence Cartledge, and this story was published in the Reader's Digest magazine in the year 2006 November edition. It is a US based magazine which mostly writes stories related to family and children, and Florence Cartledge in this story has written about some experiences from her own life, and she goes back into the period of World War II, where she was a little young girl who used to live with her family in England, and they were facing a lot of problems related to money, and one such example how it affected her life, especially in her school, she has shared with us. So students, I hope you all are enjoying this story while you are learning as well. I hope that you all are reading the story from the PDF. You are making sure that you are learning the pronunciation of all the words, and you have written frame sentence yourself. You have written the word meanings. You are doing the work neat and clean. I'm again reminding you that all those students are finishing up their work and matching up to my speed, like you have completed chapter number 1. Then make sure then you write in the comment section with your name, class and section that you have finished this chapter. Okay, like in the last video of chapter number 1, you can give a comment that ma'am, I have now completed chapter number 1. Then in the last video of chapter number 2, you can tell that ma'am, I have completed chapter number 2. But make sure that you are writing your name, class and section so that I know which of my student has finally done the work. And before we start and finish the story today, what are the 3 things that you will do today? Right now, first you will click on the like button, because if you don't, I'm not going to continue. Then you're going to share this video with all your classmates with whom you are in touch, and then you're going to make sure that all those as well as you are subscribers of my channel, and you will let me know. Now students, we have discussed a lot of points. We have discussed how she came from a poor family and her father was a handyman, but he was able to earn minimum amount of money to survive. And the biggest problem in her life at that moment where our story comes is that she was not able to purchase the blue blazer which was part of her uniform, because of which her strict headmistress used to give her punishment every day in the morning assembly. Every day in the morning assembly, her headmistress would call her out on the stage and punish her in front of all the other students of the school, which affected her personality and which lowered down her confidence. Because of this daily routine of getting punishment because of something which was not even her fault. It was not her fault that she came from a poor background and she was not able to afford the blue blazer. It was not her fault. She was just a 12-year-old girl. But because of that punishment, every day she would face this trauma and this tension and this insult in front of so many people in the entire school. That is why she completely lacked self-confidence. Her confidence in her own self was very, 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 very low. But then things changed. Something changed in her life and her whole personality changed. We got to know in the last video that her family was going for the photographic portrait and she was supposed to wear the green dress which her mother told her to wear. And on that day, without her headmistress calling her, she herself went on the stage to get punishment because she knew that she was going to get punished. After that, let's come to the next point of the story. Now students, it is time for her and her classmates to come back to class. It is the first period in the class and it is the period of English. And the teacher, you all remember, right? The teacher who was supposed to come in that class was Miss McVie. That's right, Miss McVie. If you will read the story from the PDF, you will find out about her. Open the book, open the PDF, read it, pronounce it, tell the story to all your family members, because right now you have so much time in your hand to spend with them. Now students, what happens is that as soon as Miss McVie comes and the period starts, she tells Florence that you come forward and sit on the first bench in front of me. Now Florence was already upset and she was sobbing and crying slowly in the back bench because of the thing which happened in the assembly. In the assembly she was humiliated as usual, but a little more because she was wearing the green dress. Now she was in the back bench and she was sobbing and crying and was really sad. At that moment, Miss McVie called her in the front and made her sit on the first bench. Now Florence was confused. She was having different thoughts in her mind. She was like, why has my teacher called me? And Miss McVie, I really like her. She is a really good teacher. She is very nice to me. But why today? Why has she called me? Is she also going to punish me? Is she again going to insult me because I'm wearing something different than others? All these thoughts were coming in her mind when she came on the first bench. As soon as she sat in the front bench, her teacher looked at her slowly and then said, "My goodness." Now listen to this, students. Miss McVie looked at Florence and said, "My goodness, my dear girl, you are the most beautiful thing which I have seen in this entire school today." She appreciated Florence. Miss McVie, her English literature teacher, appreciated Florence because she looked different than others, because she looked beautiful. She was wearing a green color, very pretty dress, and her teacher appreciated her. Now Florence was shocked. She was like, is this really happening? All that tension, all that heavy heartedness she was feeling, it suddenly vanished. It suddenly went away. All her tears, all her tensions, all her sadness, it just went away because Miss McVie complimented her in front of the entire class. And this was the first time in her school that Florence was being appreciated by somebody else and not getting insulted or humiliated. This was her first experience. So that day, when her teacher appreciated her for looking different than others, in fact, her teacher said that, it is my bad luck that I only get to spend one period in front of you. I wish I could look at you the whole day because you look so beautiful. All the other students, they wear the same dress, they wear the same uniform every day, and they all look the same to me. But you, today you look different. That's why I really feel that you are beautiful. And that student was an act of kindness. Miss McVie was her English teacher. She understood the feelings and emotions of her students. She knew that Florence used to feel insulted whenever she was punished in the school assembly, and today especially she must be feeling even more tormented and humiliated because she was wearing a completely different dress. So that's why, to motivate her, to make her feel confident in her own personality, her teacher decided to call her in the front bench and compliment her in front of the entire class. That was an act of kindness, and that is the lesson that our writer Florence Cartledge learnt that day. She said in the end, she tells us, the readers, that that day Miss McVie did not teach English. She taught us a life lesson. This life lesson was that even one small act of kindness can change anybody's life immediately. Minute before that, every day I was insulted. My self confidence was going down and down and down and down. But in that moment, when my teacher complimented me for looking different than others, in that moment I realized that those negative comments should never bother me. I should have the confidence in my own personality, in my own self being. So Florence tells all our readers, all of us, that that day her teacher taught a very important life lesson which lasted a lifetime. And this is why the title of the story is A Lesson That Lasted a Lifetime. This was the lesson. The lesson was that one small act of kindness can change anybody's life, can motivate anybody, can encourage anyone. You just have to be nice to them. If a person is different than others, it doesn't mean we insult them or make fun of them. It is important that we appreciate their different nature. We appreciate their uniqueness. Every individual in this world is different, and we have to appreciate their uniqueness. This is what her teacher, Miss McVie, taught her that day. And that is why the title is A Lesson That Lasted a Lifetime. With this, we come to the end of our revision for chapter number 2, students. I hope you all enjoyed listening and revising the story with me, and I hope you will do your written work in your registers with the same enjoyment when you are revising and doing this work. Okay, in today's description box I am again attaching the link. In that I have written the moral of the story, which you will read, understand, and then note down in your registers. Then I have given you 3 questions today. Let's just quickly discuss that. First question: had Miss McVie crossed into the enemy camp too? Now students, this question is saying that there was a moment when Miss McVie called Florence on the first bench. Florence was going through a lot of different thoughts. She thought that, is Miss McVie also like my headmistress now? Is she also going to punish me? So in this question, you have to give answer. What does this statement mean? Had Miss McVie crossed into the enemy camp too? This statement means that Florence was getting different kind of thoughts when her teacher called on the first bench, and those thoughts were that she was afraid that now her favorite teacher was also going to punish her just like her headmistress in the morning assembly. Understood? But if still you have any confusion, what are you going to do? You are going to leave a comment in the comment section for me with your name, class and section. Only then I will give you proper explanation. If you don't mention your name, I am not going to tell you. Okay students? Now next question. Justify the title of the story. You have to write 3 to 5 lines and explain why this title is suitable for our story. Now we have discussed the entire story and we have revised the entire story. You have to give explanation and justification why only this title, a lesson that lasted a lifetime, is suitable for our story. Next question. Did you enjoy reading this story? Well, if you'll ask me, I'll definitely say yes. Next, what would you do if you were in place of the narrator? We know our narrator was Florence. So this question is asking, what would you do if you were in place of Florence? How would you deal with this situation? Okay students, these are the 3 questions that you will do, and after that your chapter number 2 revision will be over. In the next video, I'm going to come with a lot more interesting things. But for that, you have to keep watching, keep liking and keep subscribing. Take care. Bye-bye. See you soon.